Hi, I'm Molly.
And I'm Jamie, and this is our From the Pasture with Hired Hand podcast. As the owners of Hired Hand website software, we've been developing websites and creating internet marketing strategies for livestock breeders for the past 10 years.
The majority of our customers are involved in the breeding of registered animals, such as Texas Longhorns, Highland cattle, horses, and white-tailed deer, where the pedigrees are very important. The From the Pasture with Hired Hand podcast examines many of the differences in raising pedigreed livestock for maximum profit. Join us and learn what we're covering today.
Today we have Chase Vasut with us to talk about the Legacy Sale. Welcome, Chase.
Thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
You want to give a little introduction about yourself for those that may not know you and your role within the Legacy Group?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Chase Vasut. I'm I guess sales manager is what you call it for the Longhorn Legacy Group. That group consists of Mike Casey, Lane Kraft, Bear Davidson, Debbie Bowman, and Ann Gravitt. So they let me run the sales, and it's a great time. So I'm kind of your point of contact through the weekend if you have any sales related questions.
How about a history of the sale for those that may not know where the Legacy started?
And the Legacy, depending on who you talk to, I mean, I know it's going on, 20 something years. Red McCombs, who just recently passed away, they had a lot to do with some of the first Legacies. There are even stories about cattle being taken up elevators and selling in a penthouse. I wasn't there, but I think it's true. I'd like to think anyway. Following that, Bill Hudson and Joe Valentine and Elizabeth and Lorinda ran the sale for a number of years. Great sale there. The TLMA then acquired the sale from Bill, and Joe ran it for a couple of years, and now the Legacy Group has it. So it's got a rich history of bringing the best cows to town, and a lot of big time breeders and influential guys in our breed have been involved in it throughout its life.
Nice. And so the Legacy Sale this year is coming up this coming weekend.
Yes.
Is it the 17th and 18th?
Yes. So, Friday, the 17th, all cattle will be in Thursday. We've got something really cool this year. JD and Liz White with J Barrell Longhorns out in Arizona. When cattle are coming in, we constantly do a Facebook Live so people can see them. We have a lot of questions. Well, you can comment. Last year, JD said, man, it'd be awesome to have like a red carpet welcome party. And so, like, unbeknownst to him, he signed himself up to figure it out how to happen. So that's going to be Thursday from 6 to 9. It's going to be real laid back. We'll have the bar there, cornhole, some good music, and getting to watch some of the best cows in the country come in to sell.
Perfect. So that's Thursday. What about Friday?
Yeah, Friday, we moved it up a little bit this year. We had just a tremendous amount of support and unbelievable cattle come in. So we're bringing back the Friday night heifer sale. So Friday to this year, we're going to do it 3:00 in the afternoon is going to be the heifer sale futurity. So all the heifers that are in the heifer sale will compete. It's one class, and winners will have payouts, Calcutta, and the winners receive a custom set of spurs. Concluding that, 5:30, we'll have the social hour down there in the lobby, and at 6:30 Friday night, we'll do the heifer sale. I think we got 28 lots Friday night. And then Saturday, kind of some people, relax, get lunch, whatever. And at 3:00, we'll do the cow sale, which consists of about 66 lots. And then Sunday, everybody goes home with their new cows.
Awesome. And the location is still the same as it's been for the past several years.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we're going on. I think we're talking about this the other day, our 8th year at the Embassy Suites. It's in Grapevine, Texas. So if you're flying in, they run a shuttle every 15 minutes from DFW North. If you're driving in, it's right off the highway. We like to think it's north enough to where you don't have to mess with 35 that much, but plenty of trailer parking. The hotel's a great host, and we're excited to be back there this year.
And the sale day contact you mentioned earlier was you. Is there anyone else that they can contact?
Obviously, Hired Hand, Jamie, you'll be there. Y'all do a great job. If people need any information on cattle, it gets a little hectic during sale time, but you can reach out to me, Hired Hand, pretty much anybody there. But if you have questions regarding sale animals, needing video, anything like that, I'm volunteering you, but yeah, those would be great contacts.
It's perfect. I'll help. And the auctioneer this year
is Dan Huntington. So we're excited to have Dan in. he's been doing a great job throughout the country. He works really hard. I get to work with Dan quite a bit, so it's cool to see him this year in Grapevine. And then pedigree reader, we're gonna have Dale Hunt. So it'll be Dan and Dale. They have a great rapport with each other, and it's going to be a lot of fun from the auction block. And I have no doubt that'll spill over into the room.
For sure. And then after the sale, people have made their purchases and they're looking for haulers. Who's available?
We've got them all. So Joe Solachik will be down. He'll have a trailer. Vincent Rapp, Wes Clark, Ron Bailey, Dan Grove is going to be coming in from the East Coast. We will get your cattle anywhere. So if you're not able to bring a trailer or you buy online, just know we'll get your cattle to you. Nice.
And then if for some reason they have questions or need something with their cattle that are back, the sale cattle, who do they contact there? Who are the cattle handlers?
So we've got Donnie Taylor this year. He's doing the cattle handling for us. Again, for a number of years he's done it. He does a great job getting the cattle in and out safe. And our number one priority, we want everybody to have fun and a great weekend, but it is the cattle. So getting them in and out safe, as calm as possible. Donnie does a great job with it. So I believe his number's listed in the sale catalog, but if you're coming in, loading in or out at times not specified in the catalog, just reach out to him, and he's more than accommodating to make it work for you.
In addition to the cows, you also always have vendors at this sale, and you seem to have a plethora of vendors usually.
Yes. So this year it's pretty exciting. We've got, I can just run down the list for you. Sabrina Thale will be back. She does the great skull carving and silver work. Superior Firearms, Austin Rohr, he's actually a consignor this year. He's setting up a gun display. He's got some really cool Henry rifles that have been like engraved with Longhorn stuff, and I'm sure a few other toys he'll bring along. We got Monica Barksdale is going to be there with local cuts. She's doing the butcher shop, a big push in the Longhorn beef side of things, as well as doing skulls and sauces, all kinds of stuff there. We got Katrin Taylor. She's going to be, she's a certified masseuse, so she'll be there, do quick little massages for everybody. Hired Hand, of course. And we'll have the ITLA and the TLBAA setting up tables. We got Antonio Iniguez. I believe I'm saying that right. He does custom coal scarving and painting. So he actually this year has a really, really cool lot we're going to sell Saturday. It's called the American. It's a Longhorn skull that's painted like the American flag, carved into it. It's really beautiful. So he's offering that up. We're gonna sell that. Just found out he's going to be a new dad, so it's great way to help him and his family out. We got Jimmy's coming with Ranches of Texas, a ranch realty company. So if anybody's in the market to buy another ranch for all the cows they're going to buy, Jimmy will be a great contact. Amanda's going to be there with Paragon Cattle Services. She's been doing a lot of work. I think, Dean Whitlock, a ton of people are using her for the embryo transfer AI. They've got a lot of cool promotional stuff going on with some of the bulls at the Stellar Partner Zone. And then Josh and Brittany Gentry with their G3 Mercantile. They'll be set up as well. So a lot of cool vendors, a lot of Longhorn people that are, bringing their other businesses in. And then I'll have a little booth set up with some stuffed animals for Rockin' AF Taxidermy.
Nice. That's quite the list of vendors this year.
It's awesome. So be excited and support them if y'all can. We like to see everybody be successful there, and they're, a lot of this stuff, these people have worked hard, and so it's great to see the support that they always get.
Nice. All right. So let's shift gears and talk about the consigners and the consignments. Ooh. Do you want to, how many consigners did you have this year?
Oh my gosh, we got a lot. I want to say it's like 60. You caught me off guard with that question. But they range from everywhere. I mean, we have them coming down from Oregon with Bob Larson, the guy in Charlotte Cody from Massachusetts. We got almost down to Mexico with the Crafts. California. I don't know how many states are represented, but it's like I mentioned earlier, there's been a huge outpouring of support and great cattle coming in. So we've got them from everywhere. Small breeders, large breeders. Caitlin Blackwell. A lot of people know her on the East Coast. She started showing when she was young, and she's up to the point now she's bringing, I believe these are her first consignments. So it's very cool to see.
Any other first-time consigners besides Caitlin?
There's a lot to the legacy. A handful of them, it's their first time consigning here. Guy and Charlotte, they're very new into it. Just a few short years they've been in. So I would say a bunch of the consigners, it's their first time here.
Nice.
Not many, first time consigners.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's exciting though. It means the legacy's growing, so that's good.
Yeah, it's absolutely. We normally have some rooms left over in the room block. I think we sold out before Christmas. I had to beg the hotel for more, and those sold out before New Year's. So all of our tables that we had reserved seating wise, those are sold. So it's, by all indications, it's going to be a packed house this year.
Love what you're hearing? Be sure to check out our Pickup Truck Confessions. It's a video series where we hop in the truck or rental car and interview a variety of breeders about what drives their passion for their livestock, how they got started in the breed of their choice, marketing tips, and more. And now, back to the podcast. All right, you ready to talk about the consignments?
Yeah, we can go ahead.
All right. How many are there this year?
So in the heifer sale, we have 28.
Okay.
And then that's Friday night. Then we'll move on to the cow sale. We've got 66. So that's 94 total.
Okay. I'll trust your math.
Yeah, pretty good.
Any updates you want to give people about any of the consignments?
Yeah, we've got a few, we have a few scratches. We have lot, let's see, I believe she's 31, the Shagoda's lot. It was a Tibby-free MC Hanging Tough embryo. That one won't be there. It's just a scratch, that weird thing with embryos. They didn't stick like they were hoping. So she won't be there, but they do have offspring available out of Tibby, who's a beautiful cow. Then we have lot 54, would be Mark Hubble, that Ketchit Rivers cow. She came up open, so he's subbing her. He's bringing another really cool Ketchit daughter. She's Brindle. We just got the info today, so she'll be updated on Hired Hand Live, and we'll have sub sheets out at the sale. But by as far as updates on these cattle, I can tell you the heifers, if you follow Facebook, they're exploding, body, horn. So I'm really excited to see some of these updated measurements and, pregnancy statuses, as they start arriving at the sale.
Well, and even just to see the heifers in person compared to their photos. I mean, they've changed tremendously since their photos.
It's unbelievable. I think JD White posted one today, and my gosh, the amount of horn she's grown, the weight she's put on, and just the way she's filled into, a really nice young heifer. It's amazing. A lot of them you'll do a double take because they don't even look like the same animal.
I'm sure. So are there any outstanding lots that you want to talk about?
All of them. All of them. Everyone, this is the hardest question. I mean, I have some that I think are cool, but that's what's great about Longhorns is everybody thinks differently. What I can say about every single consignment this year is they've been handpicked by consigners, some of them years in the process, and every animal here can do something to improve anybody's herd. We have heifers that are, knocking on 70's door at 2 years old, 23 months. We have a 105-inch cow, Nancy's Dunlucky Penny in there, but a lot of these young cows that have been very, very productive already, producing futurity winners, herd sires, and a bunch of cows that, they're going to be 100 inches probably by next year's sale. So I'd say each and every one of them in their own right are outstanding. From color, pedigree, horn, production, it's off the charts this year.
Well, and I just looked as you were talking to see how many of them had bids online, and it looks like a good portion of the animals already have bids. So
yeah, and that's great to see. And to me, that's just people being excited.
Yep.
We got several that a week out of the sale are already over $20,000. Larry and Tony Stegmoller's, Helm Missy, Johnny and Missy Hicks Go-Go Boots, and Nancy's Dunlucky Pennies up there. But it's cool to see. A lot of excitement.
Yep. Okay, I know you briefly mentioned the futurity earlier, but do you want to go into a little bit more detail about it, just for those people that since it's going to be so full, some of them may not have been there before to understand how this futurity works.
Yeah. So what we do is, it's just something extra that we talked about several years ago. Kind of started it in 2020 when the Legacy Group first took over. So what we do is all the animals. It's anybody who's up until March, the day of the sale. So if they turn 3 in January, February, they're in, but they all compete against each other. Same way a futurity has been set up. They score. We have 7 judges, which is different than most at 5, but it's one class. All the animals will compete Friday at 3. We'll do the Calcutta. The winner of the futurity will actually will be announced Saturday or Friday after the sale. The winner of the futurity will get the people who consigned her will get these custom spurs that were made. And then also the people who buy her in the sale. So it's pretty cool to see. Nobody will know who won until afterwards. So, but I tell you, the spurs are beautiful.
And you mentioned there's 7 judges.
Yes.
You're going to say who they are?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have Nick Nicodeme from up in Oklahoma, Dr. Mark Gilliland from Kansas, Weatherford, Terry and Tammy King. We have Joe Sedlacek from up in Kansas, Larry Stegmoller, and we had Mike Metcalf. Thoughts to Mike. He's got some stuff going on with his back, so we'll have a surprise celebrity judge in filling for Mike. But the cool part about this is we're able to get judges that normally otherwise wouldn't judge. They can't judge the futurity if they have an animal in the sale. So like Terry and Tammy King, I think traveled to every futurity. Larry Stegmoller, Joe, the Nicodemes. So we're getting people that are really experienced in the futurity game and know the marketability of these animals and what they're looking for. So having that 7, we throw out the highs and the lows and averages out. But we try to get people with a lot of cattle experience because these truly are some of the most exceptional heifers we have in our breed. And, we want them picked through with the fine tooth comb.
Is this the first time anyone's had a husband-wife judging at the same time?
It could be. I think Lynn and Josie Strudel judged at the Double Dime.
Okay.
And we had Gary and Marlene. Well, Gary was announcing, but it will be cool to see. Lynn and Josie, they all believe in great care of their animals, and Terry and Tammy are the same way. But it'll be interesting to see what they think is, what's Tammy's favorite, what's Terry's favorite.
For sure.
So yeah, we'll set them across the room so they can't share notes.
Perfect. So the Legacy Sale, as with all sales, wouldn't be possible without your sponsors.
Absolutely.
Can you give them a shout out?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we have 41 sponsors this year. What we do with the sale is, we try to build in incentives for the sponsors. So we have a few. If you do a sales sponsorship, you get, benefits like tables or 0% commission. But the support this year was off the charts. People stepping up. We had Jason and Barb Shigoda came up and they said, "Hey, we want to do a bar sponsor." We'd never done one before, so we got to build that with them. It was a lot of fun. They'll have servers all around the room, so you don't have to get up if you want to, sit and get a beer or Coke or whatever it may be. And the special bar menu that we'll have is actually named after some of their cows. So they own obviously Pacific Mermaid, so that's a drink. I think it's got like pineapple and something in it. And then we have our hay sponsor, Brian Fox with NBC Cattle and Performance Horses. He does a lot of work for guys up there, and he, just people that are wanting to be a part of the sale and just say whatever we can do to help. Mike and Callie Smith at Cold Copper, they sponsor the futurity. And then obviously JD and Liz, this is just outside our sales sponsors doing the red carpet party. So it allows us to do really cool things. And by providing value for our sponsors too. So like you mentioned, it wouldn't be possible without them. And we're going to make sure throughout the weekend they get the recognition they deserve.
And this year you're auctioning off an African safari hunt.
This year is actually benefiting the Source Syndicate.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So Ryan Culpepper, Devin, and I know Scotty O'Brien's involved. What the Source Syndicate is they're heavily involved in the youth in our industry. Ryan and Devin do a great job. They've grown up showing, Scotty as well. is everybody involved in there. So what the Source Syndicate does is it creates a buyer group for the senior heifer sale. When the youth get, to where they graduate, they sell one of their animals. So all the money raised here is going to go straight to that. It's going to be, given to the Source, and then they disperse it amongst the kids. I believe it's at the World Show, but yeah, it's really, really cool. It's an African safari. If you haven't been there, you definitely need to go, but it's a 5-day safari in Namibia. You get 2 hunters. What do you get to shoot? Like an oryx or a blue wildebeest, a zebra, warthogs. And you can obviously add animals. You're not going to go to Africa and just shoot 4 things. So but even if you don't want to hunt, I mean, go in there, there's all kinds of stuff to see. It's 5-star accommodations. And, but yeah, the money there goes to benefit straight to our youth. That's the philanthropic side of the group is, we get so much support from everybody. It's, with everybody involved in the legacy group, it's like, what can we do to give back? And so when Ryan came to us with the idea and asked this year, they were all for it.
Nice. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was a lot of information about the legacy sale. Any last minute things that we maybe missed that you want to get in there?
Man, I would just say, come and enjoy it. The only rule we have is that you come and have fun. If you're not going to have fun, like, something's wrong. It's a great group of people that are going to be there. We've got stuff starting Thursday, all through the weekend, all at the same hotel. So yeah, come have fun. If you see a new face, say hi to them. And that's really, we appreciate everybody for the support and all those who are going to be there this year. It's going to be a great time.
Okay, well, perfect. We'll see you this weekend.
Absolutely. And thank y'all so much.